1. Introduction. Imagine this. A hacker calls your company pretending to be from IT support. They sound official, calm, and knowledgeable. Within 5 minutes, they've convinced someone to reveal the admin password, and just like that, your network is compromised. No malware, no brute force, just words. This is social engineering, a type of hacking that preys not on machines, but on people. And it works terrifyingly well. Definition and framing. Social engineering is the psychological manipulation of people into performing actions or divulging confidential information. Unlike typical cyber attacks that target software vulnerabilities, social engineering targets human vulnerabilities, like trust, fear, urgency, and curiosity. 2. Psychology behind social engineering. Why do smart, educated people fall for these tricks? Because attackers exploit our instincts. Light bulb psychological triggers exploited. Trust. We are raised to believe authority figures and co-workers. Obedience to authority, a request coming from a boss, or it carries weight. Fear and urgency, your account will be locked, triggers panic. Reciprocity, I helped you, now give me access. Curiosity and greed, free giveaways, gossip leaks, or secret files tempt people. Real life parallel. Think of social engineering like a con artist or magician. It's all about distraction and control of attention. 3. Types of social engineering attacks. Here's where you go into detailed explanations of the key attack types. A. Phishing. Phishing is the most common form of social engineering. Attackers send fraudulent emails, texts, or messages disguised as legitimate organizations. Their goal? To trick you into clicking malicious links or entering sensitive info. Example, you get an email that looks like it's from PayPal. It says, unusual activity detected, click here to secure your account. But the link leads to a fake website. Variants. Spear phishing, targeted attacks on individuals. Whaling, targeting high-level executives. B. Pretexting. In pretexting, the attacker fabricates a believable backstory, called a pretext, to trick you into giving information. Examples, pretending to be an HR representative needing verification. Impersonating police officers, auditors, or IT personnel. Why it works? Because it feels formal, logical, and familiar. We don't question process-based authority. C. Baiting. Baiting is like the hacker's version of leaving candy in the open. Example, a USB drive labeled 2025 bonus report left in a parking lot. When plugged in, it installs malware. Other forms, fake download links, e.g., free movies, games, cracked software. D. Quid pro quo. This is the classic trade-off scam. You give me this, I'll give you that. Example, hacker posing as IT offering help in exchange for login details. I'll fix your slow computer, just give me your login. A. Tailgating, piggybacking, a physical attack. Someone sneaks into a secure building by following an employee. No keycard, no ID. Why it works? We want to be polite and hold the door open. 4. Real-world case study. The Twitter hack, 2020. Let's see this in action. In July 2020, hackers launched one of the most infamous social engineering attacks ever, on Twitter. What happened? Attackers phoned Twitter employees pretending to be IT staff. They convinced several employees to share login credentials. The hackers accessed internal admin tools and hijacked high-profile accounts like Elon Musk, Apple, and Barack Obama. The result? They posted fake Bitcoin scams and made over $100,000 in minutes. Twitter was forced to shut down verified accounts temporarily. No malware, no zero-day exploit, just trust, urgency, and manipulation. 5. How to protect yourself. For individuals, be skeptical of urgency. Double-check email addresses and URLs. Use 2FA, two-factor authentication. Don't overshare online. Don't plug in unknown USB drives. For organizations, security awareness training. Regularly educate employees with real-world simulations. Mock phishing drills, test if staff fall for fake emails. Least privilege access, employees only get the data, tools they need. Incident response plan, have steps in place for dealing with a breach. Encourage your stop and verify culture, employees should feel safe questioning odd requests. Security isn't just an IT issue, it's a people issue. 6. Recap and closing call to action. So, what have we learned? Recap key points. Social engineering equals hacking people, not machines. Phishing, baiting, pretexting, and other techniques manipulate human psychology. Even giant companies like Twitter aren't immune. With awareness and a little skepticism, you can prevent most social engineering attacks. Closing message. If this video made you think twice before clicking a shady email, hit like. Subscribe for more no jargon cybersecurity explainers. And tell us in the comments, have you ever been targeted by a scam call or fake message?